As usual, we'll play 4 tables of Russian cash 200. Ace high rainbow board, I'll just play range bet a quarter. And here, I think I can check. Bluffing my hand seems also fine because I'm folding pocket queens and a weak ace. Okay. Here we check, and basically if he bets, I'm just going to check jam. Okay, b jack 9, it's nice. Here we continue barreling, putting pressure on lower pairs. Here we go range bet. He snap calls, and when he snap calls, probably just going to give up this combo. I think that's fine. 8-5, I mean, I'll take that. Here calling against a very aggressive regular. I'll call the flop. Yeah, I think probably folding, it's fine. On next streets. He snap checks back. I think here exploitatively I will go for this size. Nice. King 5 of spades. Think probably can check back. Yeah, I will check back this time. And yeah, probably give up the river. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to bluff this one. Here, do I have a value bet? Probably no. I mean, it's too weak. Nice, we jack 10. What a flop. Just gonna call the flop. You're gonna jam the turn when he takes his size. I mean, it can be a weak jack, something like ace king. I think jamming is fine. Nice. Here flat, flop going to bet. Here I check the flop. I will split on this board and play half pot or check, and this hand goes into the check line. His bluffs would be ace king, ace queen. I'm blocking pocket tens. He can have slow played pocket jacks. I think pocket queens step the flop, so okay, 8-7 makes sense. Here I think I'm allowed to bet multi-way. Just call off against short stacker. Here I called with queen 8, like the hand before, because I thought that he will choose a different sizing, and he kind is the reg is kind of capable, and he can put me on like he knows that I can raise tin for value, so he will just bluff me in the bet 33 and 3-bet shove line. Here we go, half pot, I think it's fine. He jams. He's a recreational, so against recreationals I'm just calling. Okay, he never bluffs, basically. Here just gonna fast play my hand because his range is too strong here, exactly what I'm saying. First one sees. And here when I do not pick up equity, like I barrel on an ace, on a 4, on a 6 basically, or on a diamond, so when I don't hit I just give up.
Înțeleg de ce ai făcut ce ai făcut, pot să înțeleg. Și-a jucat și el mâna bine, da dracu versus tine și-a jucat-o și tu bine, așa, pot să înțeleg, dar numai să fii atent dacă se întâmplă prea des.
I'm just going to 4-bet against this small 3-bet size, I think is just fine. Here I squeeze, here I think I can use a half pot and then jam on a diamond and kind of, I think that's it. In this hand, here I fold ace highs, here a bunch of ace highs. Here I think, like the pot being so big, instead of one, against a half pot I will just use 1/3. And basically, okay, on the queen, probably I can start with a check and bet ace queen plus on this board. Here I will just yeah, I will check on the 8. It's not a great card for my range overall. And on the jack, the question is, do I want to shove for value? Will he call pocket 5s, pocket 6s, and pocket 9s is the question. Yeah, I guess we'll see. And here I want to get calls by pocket 10s and pocket jacks, so I think I'm shoving for value in this spot again. Nice, equals pocket 9s. Here I don't think he has ace queen of clubs or ace queen, because I mean the only ace queen in his range is ace queen clubs or king queen clubs that bets the turn anyway. So I think here his range is jacks and 10s, who now have a decision. He might call even ace king, because I can bluff a hand like, I don't know, ace 10 maybe. Ace 10, ace jack as played. With ace of spades I will call here. Three betting quite big, I'll just fold. Okay, against the raise I'm just calling a queen. Half pot or check against him, probably just gonna start with a half pot as he will call most of his under pairs that will either way check back. Okay, and then here I will check probably. Aggressive reg, what do I want to do here? Do I want to shove? We are pretty deep, so I think just calling makes sense. And on the river, I'm gonna check and see what he does. I mean, yeah, he's aggressive, he might jam some bluffs, but bluffs would be just sevens and eights with a spade, and otherwise he has all the combos of ace jack, ace 10, king jack, king 10, jack 10 spades. Even pocket sixes might value jam here on the river, so yeah. Okay. So we got away cheap. And here I'll just check and bluff the river. Even on this ace, I mean, I'm pretty low in showdown, but it's fine. Probably he will just bluff himself when he has an air hand. 10-9 against a weak recreational. I will just call, even though I avoid calling this kind of hands out of position, but he's a weak recreational, so I think just calling is fine. He goes quite big. Still cannot fold right now because I have like a lot of outs. This is a great turn for both for my range and for my hand, so okay, I will increase the delay in the next stream, you are right. In the river, what do I want to do? Probably I will check and decide. Value betting, I'm not sure if it's fine, because I'm expecting his range to be too weak here. So I want to give him the opportunity to bluff. Okay, it's nice. We start with a check call. Here, I don't think he bets a 6 this way. I think leading on a 6, it's fine. Probably. I mean, I will just overbluff here, and if he has it, he has it. I mean, I'm blocking some of his folds, but still. Yeah, I'll just go for the cold 4-bet. Checking back this time. Here against 1/4, I'll just opt for the call. Here I'll just bet small. On the ace. Pretty tough to defend against this 1/3 by the population. And when he jumps, he just fold here. Here, what size I want to use? I think overbetting is fine. Here against the check raise, he might be quite aggressive. I think I'm gonna call one. And here on the river, I'll just bluff with 75% pot bet. I mean, I wanna fold. Yeah, I mean, my bluff, I mean, my hand is too low in showdown, so I'm gonna still be beaten by some of his bluffs. He can check raise like king 10, king jack, stuff like this, king 3, king 4, so I just want to just want to get rid of those. Here we can go for the raise, we can go for the call. Okay, calling without backdoor flush seems reasonable. 4 is an interesting card. I can go for the lead. Goes half pot. Just gonna call once more. And yeah, here I'm just calling, sometimes for betting. I think leading here might be okay. Yeah, probably tripling this one. And now I think I'm blocking pocket checks. He can fold ace 10 hearts, ace jack hearts, ace king hearts. Yeah, just gonna jam. Nice. We just keep his range wide. Here going for the value bet on the river. I think kings and aces, I will just slow play on such a dry board because I can always get the money in on the flop. Nice, get them in the blender. he actually asked like why the slow roll. Poor him. Okay, we scoop it. It's nice. This is the 4-bet bigger, every 3-bet bigger in position. Here I just want to throw him off ace high. I'm just over bluffing this spot. Oh, gonna range bet against basically anyone on this board. This one probably I will overbet twice here. Overbet the turn. I don't think he has that much ace jack. Yeah, I don't like my 4 gives me some extra equity when I'm bluffing. And on the river, jack is not that great because he has some jack of spades. I think I have to give up on this run out, so I will just do it. Totally fine. I have a lot of runouts to continue on, but on this one no. Okay, here we just bet this one. Here we range check this board, totally reasonable. Check call. I don't think there is any other option at the moment other than check call. Turn is interesting. I don't expect too much. 7x in his range, so I will just go for a thin value bet. Here we have a combo draw. We'll just basically call, and then we'll see. Okay, ace deuce. He just used a small size after he tanked a lot, so against this I will just call. And the ace is quite interesting. I mean, definitely now I'm probably not shoving the turn anymore. I'm just calling, and okay, he goes against small. And here I think I can just check because I'm not folding better hands. I don't think he will ever fold an ace. And I'm beating his bluffs. Okay, ace deuce. I don't think he was ever gonna fold an ace in that line. Here just fold, totally easy. Against the 4-bet ace 10. Against like this click 4-bet, I think we can call but proceed very carefully post flop. But now we don't have to proceed carefully. We just need to dodge a king, queen, or a jack on the turn, which we do. And yeah, now 7 on the turn is pretty cool. I think I can jam because he's super strong here when he double barrels. Here I can overbet. Yeah, I'm just jamming against ace king. Here I overbet the turn and basically also overbet the river for value. Here, thin value bet. Just gonna take a small coffee break. Here I think we just check. back. Let's go on. Missy bet here and get the money in most probably. Yeah, totally fine. Let's hold. Nice. Yeah, Ace King is just going to be a gem with that much money in the pot. I mean, the best case scenario is when they both fold, but they both call. So let's see this pot, pocket tens and pocket kings. We need an ace or a five. Nope. And here I have enough showdown value to check probably. Okay. He goes for the small size, probably with backdoor flush. I just want to call because if I get shoved, it's tough to have calls, and that's the greatest turn in the deck now with aces and kings. Goes for the small size, probably still gonna call, keep his range wide, and yeah, basically on the river we just jam. Here one turn is fine, 1/4. Just jamming this one. My bluffs would be something like 9-8, 9-10, but yeah, I don't think that bluffs matter that much. Or ace king blocking some ace queen and king queen, but yeah, probably I will not have that many bluffs in this line. He just leads 3/4. It's gonna call. Now when we make the set, I'll just get the money in on the turn. Now I just bet big and snap call, check jam, and basically he's dead. Eu zic că nu-i standard mâna asta lui, pentru că riverul e foarte bun pentru Egiteu, completează kings, completează 2 perechi, adică, na, nu știu, bro. Da, se completează popa dama, ceea ce e cel mai important, adică mai bine îți dă call cu as dama aici decât cu as 9. Adică as 9 îți blochează ție setul de noir, dar, na, tu popa dama, dacă ai toate combo-urile în range, mai important să le blocheze pe alea, zic eu. Nu știu dacă este under, mai ales nu rapid. Adică trebuie să stea să tancheze mult ca să dea acolo aici. Plus că tu nu ai așa mult top 10 în cuplul ăsta, știi, n-ai 8-10 ca să zică că mai ai multe draw-uri ratate. This deep, probably in position, I'm going to call with this hand. Have some implied. Now that's a very interesting board, I would say. Guess the half pot. I mean, not even half pot, it's actually 1/3. I don't think I want to raise this combo. I think I just want to call and take it from there. Turn is a complete brick, I would say. I'll pay a lot of attention to his timing. So he tank and bets this size. Against this size I still have a clear call most probably. Here I just get the money in with ace, no problem, against the short stack. And the river I just overbet this one. Here I'm still calling. Yeah, and on the river nothing we can do. We just fold this one. If he were to check, I would have just jammed myself and bluff him off like king jack, queen jack spades, stuff like this, jack 10 spades. Now as played, I'm just folding, nothing I can do. Now that's a nice turn. Continue barreling here. And here on the river, I think I'll just overbet this one to make him fold a king, a weak ace, stuff like this. Nice. He snap calls, he can have ace king, pocket tens, pocket jacks, pocket sevens, pocket fives, pocket nines. I think his range is quite strong here. So basically ace queen I will just bluff on a spade or on a king. So this time I'm just going for the check and basically giving up the hand, no problem. Here we go for the cold 4-bet. I think here I'll just go for the double barrel and decide on the run out. Yeah, on this run out always the money is getting in, no problem. Yeah, this deep always calling, especially because he's stationy, so goes for the 1/3 against the 1/3. Yeah, I can see myself raising quite a lot. He should fold pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s here. Even a weak jack when I put pressure, so I prefer to put pressure because he's never gonna check shove me with draws, because I'm representing a very strong range here, so I don't think he will check shove this often. And river I have a clear check because I'm beating ace king diamonds, ace queen diamonds, king queen diamonds. Okay, pocket aces, that's fine. Do I not bluff my hand here? With these two people I'm not sure because they might be just too sticky. Yeah, especially like... Yeah, the ace of hearts is never folding in this line, so... On king high, even on the monotonous one, I like to go for the bet. Here, this deep I will not 4-bet this hand. Here we fold. This guy is super tight, but still like pocket jacks, 50 BBs, I think we have to get the money in. Okay, he gets it in with pocket deuces, which is extremely interesting. Nice river! One of the best feelings is like when somebody outdraws you and then you outdraw him on the river, so it's cool. Anyway, the EV is important, so I don't mind even if I get outdrawn. I care about the EV mostly because this is what matters long term, because luck will always turn around, so about the 6-5. So I have some dynamics with that guy. I know that he's pretty sticky and he's probably range betting for the size. So like I was not sure if he's range betting, so I thought that with aces, kings, and queens, he will choose a bigger size. And then if the smaller size is his weaker one, I just wanted to raise and make him fold pocket eights, pocket nines, pocket tens, and the weak jack by the turn. And when I get double called, I'm just giving up because he's stationing against me, so he will never fold a strong hand. And I'm still beating some ace king diamonds, ace queen diamonds, king queen diamonds that get there because he's just too sticky. Okay, here I don't like pocket threes, yeah, but still, like with that many colors, I think have yeah. Like here, it's dicey because you can always get like set over set. So about the 6-5 hand, I'm not sure if I played it good or not. I will just take a look in GTO Wizard later and see if my premises were right and if I thought about the spot in a correct way. You're probably just not sure if I want to bluff my hand or not. Here again, range bet, totally fine. Queen is not a great card here, to be honest. He can still have ace queen, ace king, pocket jacks, ace jack, so yeah, I might just play it as a check shove. I think it's fine. Here, just check. I think check shoving this one is fine. Now this is a cold. What the fuck? I mean, this is a cold 4-bet pot with two people. I think this one I will just start off by checking, trying to realize the equity of my hand, because this guy can have aces, this guy can also have a strong hand here, so I just have to proceed super carefully. Here we check back, totally fine. Here I will call in position, here it goes half now. We call this one. And we will just check. And win against ace king, that's nice. Here it goes bet check bet. I think the ace of spades is good because he's not bluffing missed flush draws. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call against half pot. I think BVB should be fine. Here this board I will play polarized, overbet or check, and king queen mostly checks back. Here this guy bets spot. I don't think I can give up with the ace of spades. He quickly checks after betting pot, so Can I value bet this one? No, because I'm chopping with all king X. Here I'm just calling. And here I think I'm just checking back. I'm not sure if I want to bluff this one. The runout is quite bad. He will have some jack X. The question is, do I still... I mean, he's weak tight. He will never bluff raise me on this runout. But sometimes I will just get some crying calls from a hand like ace 10, maybe king 10. So I just set my own price and I think it's fine. He's opening pretty wide, just gonna 3-bet ace suited. Reasonable. Against the whale and what seems to be a maybe a weak reg, I will just squeeze this hand. And against the 4-bet we just fold. Okay, this is an interesting thing. This guy cold calls, so I expect his range to be pocket pair heavy, like probably 4s through 8s, and none of them will fold the flop, so I think I can just check back and get more information on the turn. Especially because I'm squeezing quite wide, so I cannot just range bet any board. 9, it's a good card actually because it blocks now his pocket 9s. Now he doesn't have pocket 9s that often. I think if he has a strong hand, he will choose a bigger sizing, so I think we can abuse this. I will also have some like strong hands in this one. I will check back aces and kings. If I get jammed on here, it's fine. And now when he just relays me, I'm just folding this one. Fine. And pocket 10s here, we are pretty deep. We call this time this deep. Board is kind of interesting because it's a very favorable board for his range. Here I think potting bet is fine, pot bet, and here I can also have a 2x. Okay, he snap calls. Yeah, I'll just give up. Here we'll just call. And here I can have a 2x pot shove. Yeah, I think it's fine. This guy still barrels here. It's gonna be an interesting hand. River is okay. Yeah, just a low frequency call. Here against this sizing scheme, I have to call down. Nice. Here on the third, we just go something like 14.5 just to make him fold pocket sevens to pocket nines. I think it's reasonable. If we get shoved on, we just don't care. Against the recreational, definitely I want to get involved, especially this deep, and because I can outplay him. Here I think we have to bet this hand quite often, because actually here I could check back because I beat anything. Yeah, it was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake here. I was not paying attention. And yeah, here I bet the flop. Now I think on the turn, basically just check back. I don't think there is too much incentive to bet here. He just bets half pot. I mean, it's either call or fold. Here in this spot I don't see the possibility to raise, because especially in his eyes I'm not representing anything, and even in reality probably I would just bet my strong hands on the turn. So I think I have to call, I think, against what seems to be a just an aggressive fish. Oh, this board can stab, totally reasonable. Low frequency 3-bet when I'm running low. I'm just taking the more uncommon action. Here against the big side I'm just gonna call. Against the smaller size I will have a raise, a value raise / protection. I'm just gonna call this one. He still bets big. He can still have draws. Plenty of draws on this board. Call one more. And river, basically against half pot, I see myself check jamming this one. Now I also beat ace 8 and queen 8, nice. I always think that we have to take a look about people's sizings and see how they just size up. I think this hand can either bet here or delay, or I think I like to check and delay on yeah, 9 is okay for the delay, or I can even, yeah, I like to just bet my hand here and bet the river, so double barrel bluff. Because if I go into the check bet line, he will always call me down with ace high, and if not, he will just bluff his hands on the river on this dry board. So I think I either start with a bet on the flop or I just bet the turn. Here, this board, I'm just range betting a quarter. We can also play polarized, totally fine, but I think that we don't have such a big nut advantage here because he always has queens and ace queen the same amount that we have, so it's fine. Probably we have more ace queen because we also have ace queen off, but it's still not such a like a huge difference because I'm not 3-betting always ace queen offsuit. This board I like to lead at a quite high frequency, probably close to my entire range, totally fine. This runout is not that great, so probably need to check quite a lot because my sets and 2-pair get devalued on this one, so I have to slow down a bit. Here with 4-bet ace king always. Here he just bets, like I think I just have a bluff catcher here, even though it's not that exciting. Nice. And this river, I'm not sure. I still think I'm gonna check it. Against 2.5. Yeah, gonna fold here because he's too nitty. Multi-way in position, probably king 10 is the bottom of my value bet range here, so king jack definitely goes into the betting range. Okay, this guy rejams 200. I will just fold ace king here. Let's see, ace queen and kings. Okay, I was. Okay, and he just gets there. He can still have king queen. I think I'm just gonna check and do some pot control and look to value bet the river. Yep, nice. I think here I can play multiple strategies, range betting 1/4. It's always gonna perform well on this type of textures. I mean, I'm still betting. If he has an ace, he will always call down when I go bet on big runouts. Probably overbetting this one because now all his ace-x are chopping with my ace-x apart from ace-king, so when I'm overbetting he will be tempted to call with the ace-x region. Okay, nice calling range. Slow played pretty good here. Six five suited, I think in position I'm gonna call the call for bet. Also the call for bet is not that big, so we are also a bit deep, like 120, so I think calling in position is fine. And I think on this flop the money is just getting in. I mean, I have, let's 4, 2, 4, 3, 9. I have 36% against any overpair, and he can also fold the hand like ace king, totally fine. Or eight five. What the fuck? Snap calls. Pocket aces. I thought I'm blocking ace king diamonds, and yeah. Yeah, it's tough when you have 4 tables and so many spots, but I still think that this spot will be pretty overfolded when I'm using this line. But probably I just got into the top of his range, because he will snap fold all his queen x against my donk and then 2x spot on the river. Totally fine. Here, I mean, this guy can be pretty aggressive. I think ace 10 is a decent call, because yeah, if I hit something, I can get money because he's stationing against me. But yeah, this time I'm just gonna fold. Here I'm just betting to fold him off the same hand. Nice. Yeah, just checking down here. Check. Yeah, never folding here, like against half pot one street, even though it's one multi-weight and it doesn't look so good. It needs some light. River probably. I think it's safe to bluff my ace here, because his range is super strong when he just bets the turn into two people. So I just want to overbet here and put pressure on his. Yeah, exactly this kind of hands, as you can see. This guy can be pretty aggressive. Squeeze is still small. I think ace check suited does quite well in position. Even though I'm not a fan of calling and playing sandwich here, I just gonna check raise. No information on this guy. Here we are pretty deep, it's gonna be interesting. He has pretty raggish stats. He seems maybe to be a good reg. I think I can play three quarter or check strat. Yeah, I think he has enough tens, jacks, and queens here that we just want to bet our hand. He calls. Then I'm just gonna pick a size that allows him to continue with those overpairs. Here we just fold, totally fine. Here we just jam pocket queens.
chiar nu vedeam sincer dacă poate să de acord. Dar uite, probabil spuneam lui poate de acord, pentru că blochează la sfârșit, nu știu nimic, a scopul sau alt damă din noroc, ușor să le găsească alea, alt damă, nu știu cu 100, ușor să le găsească alea pe care tău, oricine. Hai, vedeam mai cred cu cioban, dar așa, o să fie așa, o să iau de mult.
Here I just 4-bet, go super small on the, actually no, I'll just go big because his range will be an elastic. Here we c-bet, here we check. Here overbets the turn, against the overbet you just fold. Think reasonable. I'm gonna call one and see what I'm gonna do on the third depending on his timing and everything. Okay, I mean, he can trap pocket jacks here, he can have ace jack, he can have king queen diamonds. I mean, the question is, if I jam here, how likely is he to call with a hand like ace queen? So two combos of ace queen that calls here. Ace king is the same hand. King queen diamonds not, and ace jack I still think's barreling. Probably pocket jacks. Three combos. I mean, it's, yeah, I'm in a dicey spot. I think I wanna shove here. Yeah, the problem here is that I expect him to never bluff me probably on this river. I mean, this player. And when I get, when I check and get bet on, I have a really tough position. But when he's holding a hand like ace queen in this line and I jam the river, he might just find some calls and I still get some value. So I prefer to make the bet myself than to check call in that line. Against the small 3-bet I will continue. Will not have that many raises on this board. I'm just gonna fold. Here going for the range check on this board, especially against the recreational. On the ace, probably I'm gonna check, and I think my hand is worth just one street of value, but this way I just allow him to bluff me. Do I go 1/3? Do I go bigger? It's the question. I think 1/3, even though he might raise, I can just call a raise, no problem. Here, probably on this board have a high frequency check back. I mean, yeah, I can try a raise this time. Not sure, not sure what bluffs I need to have in this spot, so I didn't really study this like 4 flush boards and what bluffs do I want to have. But I suppose, yeah, I mean, blocking 9s with a heart that might just call here. So I'm just going big and hope he folds. Yeah, like a heart. I think it's okay, even though I'm not quite sure. Here, yeah, just gonna check on this run out. Favorable for his range, I would say. I don't think he will ever fold ace king and pocket aces in this line, so just gonna jam my hand fast play because he's betting equity driven in this spot. And the 8 is actually a good card for him because I no longer have pocket 8s, but yeah, he decides to fold, which is okay. Okay, I'll give up this time, totally fine. Here against this player, my hand usually, I think in theory it can be just a check fold, but against this type of regular who is gonna overfold the flop, I'm just going half pot range and it's doing quite well, I would say. Yeah, and here the run out, it's so bad that yeah, they just give up. I mean, not give up, but yeah, we just take the showdown. And on a club, I'm always shoving the river here if it doesn't. No problem. You can fold some ace high, some low pairs. Yeah, when we get jammed, it's fine, no problem. Do wanna have a small lead here to target his king, queen, king, jack, because he's never gonna bluff raise me, so I think going small, looking to get called by king, queen, mainly, I think is just fine. Yeah, and when we get jammed, it's totally reasonable to find a fold. Here he quickly checks back, so it indicates me that he has no hand, and here river I definitely have a value bet. He can call pocket nines, and yeah, pocket eights. Huge fail raise here. Okay, here we have two whales and a super aggressive reg, so just going for the 4-bet seems fine. Here I can check back. Just go quarter range, reasonable. Now I check and let him bluff. No problem. I need to protect my check range with some aces and kings with a diamond. And this is a profitable spot to check call the turn and check call the river. I don't think there is any other way I can play this hand. We are on the ace, still gonna barrel. He raises me, that's nice, we just give up. Snap calls. I think Jack 9, I'm blocking 10-9. I'm blocking clubs. Yeah, I'm not sure when he... Okay, 7-6. That's okay. Nice. Nice turn. Continue barreling. Size it's okay. Mine is getting in smooth by the river probably. Yeah, of course this hand is he's never going to fold. I just targeted some slow played pocket pairs and some ace high, that's why I just bet like half pot. Nice flop. Probably half pot here. Think it's a good size. Jack 4, maybe 7.6, something like this. He's just raising me big. What this means? Can just call this one, totally fine. He's an aggressive regular, so just bet 1/3. Hope he check jam something like you know, combo draw or pair plus draw. Yeah, so basically he just abused my flop bet. He thought I was range betting, so it seems to be a recreational. Here against him, just gonna take this size, totally fine. Here gonna defend. He leads 3/4. He's gonna fold this one. Gonna call 1 here. Gonna stream probably for another 20 minutes and then just take a break. Not sure if I will stream later, but we'll see. Yeah, this stack depth just gonna jam this one. Man, yeah, 20 BB, it's fine. He leads, which is interesting. With kings, just gonna proceed by calling. Kings and aces, I think always calling. He raises, he might be a bit spewy. Yeah, I think against this section I'm just gonna jam because they can have both overpairs. I mean, if they have pocket nines or pocket sixes, it is what it is, but yeah, I just want to get the money in now. Yeah, just gonna look up that spot in GTO Wiz that I played and then we'll take a break. Did I save the spot? Let's take a look. Also, it seems that we have a party, so yeah, I will continue. Like, if we have a party, I'm just gonna continue playing. Yeah, like, welcome, guys. Happy to see that you are here. I'm from Romania. Yeah, I'm losing a bit today, like 4 buy-ins or something. It's not that much, but yeah. I think I spewed 2 stacks. I think I played bad in 2 spots where I called the river, but otherwise, yeah, I think they was going just running bad, but it's fine, no problem. Pocket jacks with 3-bet here. Hope not to see a 4-bet. Yeah, like about the card cover, I think I will just increase my my delay on the stream. I think it's gonna be a good idea. In order to avoid stream sniping. Here I think raising this hand makes sense and taking the initiative because he's pretty aggressive, so I just don't want to face further aggression, yeah, and I just take the lead here and raise. Continue on some runouts, of course. I mean, now I'm putting pressure a lot on his better pairs and on his weak ace X in this line. Here, because he's a recreational, I'm just gonna call one, hope to hit, but here I think, yeah, I will lead this one. Not sure how good it is, but definitely I can fold out some pairs by the river. And I want to fold a hand like King Jack here, King Jack, King 10, maybe. Yeah, like just want to use a sizing that he will fold those. Here he will just raise. Here we overbet. Okay, we get raised, it's fine. We just fold. No problem. This one I'm raising the flop, then basically overbetting the turn. And now we hit on the river, which is extremely nice. Here ace 10, I think I can just check back the flop with a weak ace, and here I will just basically jam the river. He bets this side, we're just gonna call, and the river, it's nice. If I raise, I'm just chopping with ace X, so yeah, it's nice. King Queen is still gonna check. Nice, he calls with ace 9. He bets half pot against half we call. Same hand, nice. I think King 10 is a nice bluff. I'm blocking some Queen 10, King 10 slow played. And yeah, when we get a straight, I think we get to overbet because we'll get called by 9 10, 8 10, Queen 10, Ace 10, a lot of 10x in his range. Here with the whale and the recreational, I think I'm always gonna flat any pocket pair because when I get the set, I have a lot of implied odds. We're gonna start with a range check. And against half pot, we're just folding. Okay, now I think that I can play 3/4 or check. I think Queen 9 definitely wants to bet because he can call all his worst pairs like pocket 5s through pocket 8s. 5/4 does not represent a big part of his range. He just goes for the raise. 4x. Probably gonna call the turn and reevaluate the river. He can still have some flush draws. I don't think he has like the only 4x ace 4 or 5/4, which is not that big part of his range. Just gonna call and look to here we call. Yeah, I'm gonna fold this one. He goes pot, which is quite interesting. I'm gonna call this time and see what he's up to. Okay, 5/4, so he's not bluffing at all. Here, give up river. I just wanted to fold all his ace highs on the flop. Yeah, it's something like 4 or 5 years. Because like I played a bit, like I didn't play full time in the beginning, but then yeah, I played on and off in some period, and I think like 4 years full time. Yeah, 4 years for full time. I mean, in the beginning, I didn't make that much money, so I was just playing micros, but I had something saved, and I could just leave, and I was not having too much pressure on myself, so I could just grind it up. And I think it took me like half year to be able to beat probably NL50 and taking shots to NL100. So I was making good money for the Romania lifestyle. I think here with maybe 1k euro, I'm fine. I was fine. Of course now I have higher income. Thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. And I'm waiting for you in the next streams. Okay, this one will fold. Here 3/4 or check 8-7. It's fine. We also have backdraw straight draw besides the flush draw. Against a weak trade reg, I will just 3-bet this hand. Queen high, we're gonna half pot range. Here I can still try to check raise the river as played. Having an edge post up, I will always call against this guy. He snap calls. I think he's more inclined to having ace king and ace queen in this line, so I think I prefer checking back the turn and see what he does on the river. And you just check it down. Nice. Don't like this turn, to be honest, and probably I will give up this time. He snap calls, so I think I'm gonna double barrel. When he snap calls, I don't expect him to have too many queen 10, and actually queen 10 is just one combo of queen 10 suited, so I don't mind betting again. here I will see bet the flop because I will get close by some, yeah, like pocket 4, ace 5, and here on the turn I will still probably barrel to get him to fold 7s, 8s and 9s, and on the river I will decide based on the action. Yeah, on the 8 I will just check back, maybe sometimes I'm not sure, even though I'm not that positive about it. So yeah, ace 10 off. Overbetting this one seems fine. Yeah, probably will end soon. I do really need a break. I was gonna check back a weak ace here always. Betting probably ace 10 plus. Yeah, just bluffs queen X. I mean, what the fuck? I think here I'm blocking a bit his check back range, his folding range, so I don't mind checking back and bluffing the river, or just hit the straight on the river, which is cool. Nice, he re-raised, so we will jam here against his 3-bet, which is super cool. Finally, checking back with a gut shot finally pays off. Nice, we hit our set here. Gonna raise directly on the flop. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for this stream. I'm really like, I really need some fresh air. We'll just play these hands. This guy 4 bets. Gonna just call here pocket queens, and now we just escape on the ace-high board. Easy fold here on the flop. Thanks again everyone for joining, and